I'm Anil Kumar, and in this video we'll try to understand the postulates of parallel and perpendicular lines. In fact, we'll actually investigate the postulate for perpendicular line. Now, as you know, slopes of perpendicular lines, the postulate is two non-vertical lines are perpendicular if and only if the product of their slopes is -1. And second part to this is vertical and horizontal lines are perpendicular. Now the question is, postulate for perpendicular lines considers vertical and non-vertical lines separately. Explain a possible reason for that. As you can see, we don't club them, right? Even for parallel lines, we had separate statement for the vertical line. What is the reason for that? This is the question for you. Why do we have a postulate and in which we are defining terms for vertical lines and non-vertical lines separately? What do you think is the reason? Well, the reason is that what is the slope of horizontal line? Let's investigate in that fashion. So we know that the slope of horizontal line is what? 0, right? Equals to 0. How about slope of vertical line? It is, when we say delta y over delta x, then really delta x becomes 0. So it is something which is delta y over 0. Since we cannot divide by 0, we say it is undefined. Right, so that is the reason. Since the slope of a vertical line is undefined, we have to always treat it separately. So it's very important to understand why we are talking about non-vertical lines and vertical lines in these postulates, correct? So that is the reason. Slope of a vertical line is undefined, so we really can't talk about slope of a vertical line. So we just say vertical lines are parallel in the previous postulate or in the postulate where we're talking about parallel lines, and when we talk about perpendicular lines, we say that horizontal and vertical lines are always perpendicular, right? Now, slope of horizontal line is 0. If you multiply 0 by anything, you're going to get 0. You never get -1. You understand the concept? And that is the basic reason why in these postulates for parallel and perpendicular lines, we have two different parts. One, we talk about non-vertical lines, and in the other part, we talk about vertical lines, right? After all, vertical lines are also lines, correct? So that is very important for you to understand. I hope you understand and appreciate it. Thank you.